My older sister literally raised me from poverty, but begged me to pretend we were distant cousins at her wedding. Why? Because being a former foster kid completely ruined her new husband's country club aesthetic. Our parents completely abandoned us when I was just 10, and Sarah was 19. She fought like hell to keep me out of the system. We were a team, living off frozen pizzas, working double shifts, and celebrating my high school graduation in a cramped one-bedroom apartment. She was my absolute hero. We had this unbreakable bond, or so I thought. Fast forward 8 years and she meets Preston. He's old money, wears boat shoes, and comes from a family that owns half of Connecticut. I was thrilled for her. She deserved a break, a life of luxury, and someone to pamper her. At first, Preston seemed great, but his family was fiercely judgmental. When the wedding planning started, things shifted. Sarah's future mother-in-law, Eleanor, completely took over. Suddenly, my homemade gifts and thrifted clothes were embarrassing. Sarah started asking me for tiny, weird favors. First it was, hey, let's not mention the trailer park to Eleanor. Then it was, could you maybe skip the bridal shower? It's just older ladies, you'd be bored. I brushed it off. But then, 2 weeks before the ceremony, Sarah took me out for coffee. She held my hand, gave me this sweet, sisterly smile, and said, Preston's parents are paying for a magazine feature on the wedding. They think it would look much cleaner if I only had his sisters as bridesmaids. Could you just sit in the back row? And if anyone asks, just say we're distant cousins on my dad's side. It's just easier that way. I sat there, staring at my coffee, feeling the absolute air get sucked out of my lungs. She wasn't protecting me from their judgment. She was actively agreeing with it. The realization hit me like a freight train. She wasn't just erasing my role in her wedding, she was erasing me. The little girl she sacrificed everything for was now just a dirty, inconvenient secret that didn't match her new designer handbag. She was trading our entire history for a trust fund. I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I just pulled my hand away from hers and looked her dead in the eyes. I told her, I am the only family who actually loved you when you had absolutely nothing. If my existence is a stain on your perfect new life, then I won't be a part of it. I stood up, threw a $10 bill on the table to cover my latte, and walked out. She chased after me into the parking lot, crying, saying I was being unreasonable, that I didn't understand how much pressure she was under. I turned around and said, I understand perfectly. Have a beautiful wedding, Sarah. And I drove away. I blocked her number that night. I didn't go to the wedding. From what I saw on social media, it looked like a literal fairy tale, but she looked hollow in every single photo. A mutual friend told me that Preston's family eventually found out about her real past anyway, and they treat her like absolute garbage behind closed doors. She tries to call me from different numbers sometimes, usually late at night, leaving voicemails about how much she misses our frozen pizza nights. I listen to them in the dark, but I never call back. The sister I grew up with died the day she put on that ring, and I'm still grieving a ghost.